Oh, I do. I do them all the time. I kind of, I run them regularly and stuff like that.
Looks like we got somebody tuning in. We'll get going in a second.
Yeah.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll get going in a second.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Carbon County Commissioner Chris Lukasiewicz here at Mock Chunk Lake Park, right on the beach. I'm joined by A.J. Jordan, the manager for planning and scheduling of LANTA, Lehigh Northampton Transit Authority, who is responsible for the administration and the management of Carbon Transit, our public transportation system here in Carbon County. And we're joining you just for a few minutes, a few days prior to the launch of the Saturdays only beach bus that's serving the communities of Nesquehoning, Lansford, Summit Hill, and Jim Thorpe, with stops all throughout Mock Chunk Lake Park. And I hope all the citizens of Carbon County who are along that route have an opportunity and take advantage of this opportunity throughout the summer Saturdays between 1 July and 2 September. So AJ, thank you for being with me for a few minutes to talk about the Mock Chunk Lake Route 741 being run by Carbon Transit starting on Saturday, 2 July. Can you give us a little bit of understanding of how that route is going to run or operate? Who is it going to serve? How do they get on the bus? Where do they get on the bus? How much it's going to cost?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me out here today. We're really looking forward to it. So, Route 741, that's just a number that you'll see on the bus, but it's called the Mock Chunk Lake Beach Bus. That's operating Saturdays only, all through the summer, starting this weekend. There's really 3 round trips a day. So it comes from Nesquehoning out of our Carbon Depot at about 10 a.m. Through Summit Hill, serves Mock Chunk Lake Beach, and then goes down to Jim Thorpe all the way through the heights up to the high school, and then back to the beach in the morning. Then there's going to be a lunchtime trip and then an afternoon trip. So there's 3 opportunities a day really to get out to the lake and come back. Plan to spend a couple of hours here. But there's all sorts of ways to find the bus, and there are designated bus stops that have just went up on streets in Summit Hill and Lansford just last week. But in addition, we have flag stops. So make sure you go out and get a map. We're distributing them. They're online. They're on your apps. We can talk more about that. But if you're on the bus route and you see the Carbon Transit bus, those white with the orange decal buses go by, flag down the bus, you just raise your hand. If you're in a safe location, the bus driver will stop and pick you up. And then it's a $2 fare to ride to the lake. You still have to pay to access the beach, or you can ride through the lake and go to Jim Thorpe or Nesquehoning, vice versa. But it's $2 each way. Additionally, we are working with LANTA's mobile ticketing for the first time in Carbon County. You can access that on your phone through the Transit app or through Token Transit directly. Any LANTA pass will work on Carbon Transit. So if you purchase if you have a LANTA monthly pass, you can use that on the Carbon Transit bus to access both directions there. So there's various ways.
What about senior citizens? If they're 65 and older, do they need some type of ID card in order to get the benefit of a senior citizen rate, which is free?
So seniors ride free in Pennsylvania, thanks to the State House and the Pennsylvania Lottery, but it does require the state senior ID that you can get through the LANTA call center, which is all the Carbon Transit call center. Call in, and if you have the state ID, it's valid on any transit system, including Carbon Transit.
AJ, what about disabled citizens, residents, people who want to utilize the Saturday route, 741 beach bus?
Yeah, so all beach buses, all Carbon Transit vehicles are wheelchair accessible, and except anybody with mobility disabilities. But additional, all disabilities, there is a disability day pass you can receive, which gets you half fare, and that's half the regular fare, which is usually $1.50. So your half fare is only 75 cents if you have the disability.
Oh, no, that's perfect. Now, children under 5, is there a fare? Do they pay also under 5?
Children under 5 do not pay. They're ride free, but they have to ride with a parent or guardian of adult age.
Okay, great. So that's $2 one way to Mock Chunk Lake. There's 3 formal stops within the park. Is that correct? More or less where are those at within the park?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
There's 3 formal stops, but there is one particular stop that
Right.
we're focusing on for the beach. The other stops are really at the plant store and just
Okay.
if you're wandering the park after the beach,
Okay.
you can flag it down.
All right.
The drop-off point is at the beach entrance. You know, if
Okay.
you've never been to the beach, there's a beautiful entrance pavilion. And the parks have just added a new sign, a new crosswalk, and a new bus stop right at the pay station. So you'll board the bus and alight the bus right at the beach at the top of the hill, and you can pay your additional fare to access the beach and come straight down. It's
Okay.
very convenient.
So I would like to highlight this for maybe individuals who don't want to go to the beach, aren't necessarily going to go to the picnic area, but want to perhaps visit our kayaking, boating vendor at Boat Launch A. You can be dropped off by the ranger station, or what I call the park headquarters or the park office. The others, you can come right to the booth where the rangers normally accept the admission fees, where there'll be a formal stop there. And as AJ mentioned, it'll continue through the park, going up past the camp store. So either you can get off at the camp store, or just like AJ mentioned, there's that flag down or wave down, hail a taxi type of service all along that route. Obviously, you know, when there's not traffic going, just like along the route itself, right, there's flag. How does that work? If I'm in Summit Hill, but I'm not at a, can I just wave anywhere? Where are the buses going to stop if I kind of flag them down?
So the buses stay on a fixed route. That's part of the difference between Carbon CT bus service
Okay.
versus the CT van service. They stay on a fixed route, and as long as you're on that route and you see the bus coming, you can stand and just flag down the stop. So
Okay.
just raise your hand like you're hailing a cab. And as long as you're standing in a safe location, the bus driver will stop. So try and make eye contact and make that happen. If you're standing at one of the designated bus stops, you've got a little more leeway. We're back.
Brief interlude, right? Yeah.
One of the things we've noticed, there are a lot of highway segments on this route,
Right.
and we've designated on the maps that there are no flag stops on those highway segments.
Right.
So, but if you're in any of the boroughs and you're at a street corner and you see the bus go by, just flag it. Additionally, if you're on board the bus, the best part about these CT buses is the driver's right behind the wheel. So, like the commissioner said, if you want to just use the kayaks, you're not going to the beach, you want to be dropped up at the head house, just talk
Yeah.
to the driver. The driver's there to help you out with any information and let you know when the bus coming back is, or what your options are.
Right. And I do want to mention, while there is more or less, let's say a 10, a 1, and a 4 o'clock run, keep in mind, if you get on the 4 o'clock bus heading to the beach, it's a quick turnaround, right? Although the beach is open until 7 o'clock here at Mock Chunk Lake Park, the fact is you're not going to have a return option through Carbon Transit and this particular route, because the last departure from Mock Chunk Lake Park is at 5:36 p.m. So again, that last route is almost a recovery or a pickup route for the beach, but also for others who might be using this route for their normal public transportation needs. And that's really important. While I like to hang my hat on the moniker the beach bus, this is public transportation, right? This provides citizens, senior citizens, residents, families, the opportunity to go to places in Nesquehoning, Lansford, Summit Hill, in Jim Thorpe on a Saturday that maybe they wouldn't regularly have an option to do, and obviously not have an option to do as a family because of parents working or having other priorities during the week. So I want to highly encourage those individuals in these 4 communities to take advantage of this opportunity starting Saturday, this coming Saturday, 4th of July weekend, running all the way through Labor Day, Saturday weekend, which is actually to September. I do want to make a final note about Mock Chunk Lake Park, because as AJ mentioned, you're paying $2 one way, but you still have to pay for entry into Mock Chunk Lake Park. Of course, if you have a family membership, you're golden. But if you're a county resident and you're coming when you get dropped off the bus at the ranger booth or the toll booth there, keep in mind, for children it's $2. For adults, it's $3. So really good. Children under 3, of course, are free. Those with disabilities are free. Senior citizens are free. So it's really, all in all, an inexpensive, great outdoor recreational opportunity to take advantage of at a low cost. So I want to emphasize, take advantage of this opportunity. Something special about this weekend at Mock Chunk Lake Park, and this is going to be my final comment here. This weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday the 3rd and the 4th, on Tuesday, is a modified admission policy where county residents and others are being given priority access. Carbon County residents, campers, pavilion renters, membership holders, and residents of Coldale whose children are in Panther Valley High School, those 4 days, Mock Chunk Lake Beach and picnic area, they are yours, right? There's no general admission for non-county residents on those 4 days. So this is a perfect weekend to take advantage of Mock Chunk Lake Park, to connect yourself with it, reconnect yourself with this jewel of Carbon County. And I'm going to turn it over to AJ for any final comments that he might have in regards to the Summer Saturdays Mock Chunk Lake Route 741, aka the Beach Bus.
Thanks, Commissioner. Yeah, just one final note. I mentioned the maps that you want to access. It's a big map. We've got one here. It is available on the website, carbontransit.com, or you can stop by Carbon Depot during normal weekday business hours, which is in the shopping plaza in Nesquehoning. Or the easiest way for those who are more tech inclined, all of the schedules are available on Google Maps. So if you you get your normal directions on Google Maps, origin destination, there's a little car icon on the top. If you click the little bus that's right next to it, it will give you bus directions, including the Saturday schedules. And that is also available on your phone. And last but not least, we do have an additional app called Transit. So a little green icon, just Transit app. And that has all of the schedules on it. And you can also purchase your bus tickets on that app. So you don't have to carry the cash with you. And you can just pay directly with your phone and check your bus schedules on your phone. But again, if you don't want to carry your phones to the beach, don't carry them close to the water, or just want to have a paper schedule, you can stop by the Carbon Depot in Nesquehoning or get them on Carbon Transit.
All right, I'm Carbon County Commissioner Chris Lukasiewicz, joined by AJ Jordan of Atlanta. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful evening. Come out and enjoy Mock Chunk Lake Park. It's your park. Have a great evening.